And then we get started.
Hello.
Hey!
Hey. Yeah.
I'm telling them there's a lot of guys in here, so I'm like, we about to be doing makeup and talking about real estate.
Well, look, they gonna be in here for the real estate, and
So if y'all trying to get some real estate on, that's what it is right now.
I lost something on my way. So I've been working all day, and I try to set myself up so after this I can eat, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I was 1 minute late running from the kitchen.
I'm like, Mindy's late.
I did a whole transformation. No, see, it was 1 minute. Like I literally was like trying to press the button.
So I'm trying to position this camera where y'all can really see me. Hold on.
And then we went like this. What's this called? Real estate relax. I had to get out my work clothes and relax, which is like silly as hell, right? Because I'm at home working. But yeah, I had to like. Let me grab this after this.
Everybody grab y'all wine, y'all drinks.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I didn't even grab no wine.
Oh my gosh, girl. You're
right,
slipping.
I'll be right back. Let me
See, I was setting up. I got the wine. I got some water.
I got caught up on somebody else's live, watching their live, and now
I'll be
right back.
You need some land? Where you wanted to buy this land from? Oh, yes, they are selling it. Don't tell people that. We saw everything in real estate.
I got my wine.
What are you drinking? You didn't even bring the bottle so we can see what you're drinking?
Oh, what is it? Zippendales? This is my mama's wine.
Oh.
That's that old school wine.
I'll tell you. Your friend over here, I grabbed my bottle of wine and she's like, where's her glass? But my bottle's right next to her bottle, so I don't even understand why she asking me for a glass.
Just say get your work clothes on. Don't even pay them no mind. They just gonna be talking shit.
Oh, I had my work clothes on. I got up this morning and I put my work clothes on and I did my makeup and I worked today. Okay? Exactly. So we about to transition from the work look to we about to turn up on the live look.
Exactly. I don't drink Kool-Aid, so shut up.
Oh, Bria, did you hear? So apparently there's like this Bay date thing going on right now too. It's like after we done with this, we're gonna go to that.
Okay. What's happening? What she said is what's going on?
Some Bay date thing, like virtual Bay dates.
Virtual Bay dates?
Yeah. So
we can't even get niggas to go on a regular date. They gonna go on a Bay date.
Quarantine Bay date. I mean, you can't go on a quarantine Bay date because you ain't got to do nothing but hit the log on button on your phone.
Right. They don't like to pay for regular dates.
Then this is free. Like, you can't be any cheaper than this.
All right, let's get into this because, we're going to talk about dating. There's a lot of guys in this live, so I don't know. One said they're going to learn how to do their makeup for their wife, their future wife. Okay.
Oh, let me tell you, she appreciate that, okay?
Right. Help her out with her eyebrows.
Do some nails, like, after you come home from work. Ain't nothing better than a guy, like, pampering you, right? Do my nails, cook for me.
Where are they? Where are those guys?
Oh, well, one apparently is on the live.
Yeah. Cook for me, Mondo. Cook for me. That's who's saying that.
Yeah. So, I'm about to start drinking this. I'm going to let y'all know this wine is so good. So,
yeah, this wine kind of tastes bland.
I found this brand right here. It's called Luscious Vines. And, oh my gosh. If you don't like wines that are dry, this is really good because it's like
I love sweet wine.
Yeah, it's not all the way sweet, but it's semi-sweet. I can't even drink like that white Zinfandel that you're drinking. That's how my face breaks out. It's why I can't drink.
I love sweet wine.
Yeah.
Should I start doing my foundation? Somebody said they got land for sale. First of all, she's the agent.
DJ forever. Like, he keep asking this question. The fact that he's a DJ, I don't know. Like, is that
no?
Like
it says D forever.
or is that like a DJ question? Because there's a whole song about land.
Oh my God. I'm going to do my foundation. So.
Oh, I should take off mine so we can transition. So, yeah.
Okay, good. So the first thing, I want wine in your belly. Okay, ew. So I'm using my foundation. I already did my eyebrows because that takes a minute to do. So I'm going to do my foundation after my eyebrows. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Which foundation are you going to use? I'm using 356. 356. 356. It's called Warm Coconut because I'm a warm coconut. I have a warm heart and I'm a coconut. Oh my God, I got a foundation.
So, yeah, guys. This is going to be like my last conversation about real estate today. Thank God. I will tell you this, right? I'm going to make this about real estate career. If people who are thinking about dabbling into real estate, first of all, there are many forms of real estate that you can get into. You don't necessarily need to get a license and do this as a full-time job.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So let's talk about the different ways you can get into real estate because
a lot of people like to get into real estate as like a second option.
Yeah. But if you have a full-time job, doing it part-time, it's really hard unless you're like one of those super popular people that people are just going to gravitate to you and say, yeah, sell my house. Because the transaction in and of itself is hard. But the smartest way to do real estate, which I wish I had really thought about that or had somebody tell me about that before I got into real estate, is to invest in real estate, right? So use your regular job to save up money and pay for investment property, right? So as you accumulate investment properties, what happens is you get like a passive stream of income. And then it's a lot easier to build from there. But if you do like me, which was my boss made me vex one day, I gave him 2 weeks notice because, I was like, oh, I'm getting my MBA. I got my license. I don't need this shit. Deuces.
Right. That's how I be feeling with all these bosses. They be like, they just whack as hell.
Because, us Virgos, we don't like people telling us what to do, right? Right. That's our biggest problem in life. We don't like people telling us what to do.
Virgos are hard to deal with.
No, we're so lovable. What are you talking about?
Lovable?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I don't know a sign on this earth. I don't know a sign on this earth that couldn't live without us.
A lot of us.
Yeah. So, tips on getting a condo. Okay, boom.
So, yeah, I want to know that too because at some point I would like to invest in a condo. Mm-hmm. So that's like one of my goals is to get a condo before getting a house. So like, what's the difference?
Okay, so there's different type of mortgages out there and there's different type of properties. So I'm gonna do a whole nother segment another day about different types of mortgages. But I'll give you the gist on the whole condo thing. First of all, I would say condo is a popular form of housing only because the maintenance is not a lot. In terms of like, you don't have to go shovel outside. I'll tell you, I own a condo too, and there was nothing better on a snowy day when I saw the snow outside and I heard the shovel. Right. And I never had to make that call.
Right. That's the best thing.
Because when I owned a house, I used to own a 2-family, and I sold that and I bought a condo instead. Yeah. And they'd be like, "Oh, come help us shovel." What? I don't even like manual labor. What are we talking about?
Help us shovel.
Shovel. How do you spell that? But yeah, and it was cold. I don't like cold either. See, so I had to get rid of the 2-family. See, I'm that woman. If my husband or my man comes over and shovel, I could own a 2-family. If I ain't got somebody like that, we not about that life at all, right? So, so for any real estate purchase, right, there's the CIA that you got to be good with. It's all about credit, income, and assets. And in terms of where people need to be, for you to get a mortgage these days, if you're like around 580 in the score, that is a it wasn't a 2-bedroom, it's a 2-family. But okay, if you're at a 580, that's a good place to start in terms of credit. Yeah. But for you to actually close out on the loan, you're going to have to fix little issues, which depending on what it is, doesn't really take that much time, maybe a few months. So while you're looking and going through the process, you can still have enough time to repair your credit. So a good place, a better place to be though, is somewhere between 650 and 750, right? Mm-hmm. Then on the income side, obviously, let's say in New York, it's expensive. I would say like around 70,000 is probably a good place for you to afford a property that's like anywhere from 400 to 500,000. So you could get like a 2-bedroom condo if your income is somewhere in that price range, right?
Yeah.
And in terms of assets, we're talking about down payment. So condos, they require a conventional loan, which starts at like 5% down payment. And depending on the building, sometimes they want anywhere as 20%, right? I should have a calculator because I can't use my phone.
Well, while you get a calculator, I'm using Maybelline concealer, Warm Honey, after I do my foundation.
Oh, wait. See, I got to keep up with you, too, because we use the same
I'm a
product
bad
size.
multitasker. Like,
Which
I do not
the
know how to multitask.
So I was actually
doing pretty good right now.
Quite happy that I get a break from, like, having to think and talk and do makeup at the same time.
Right?
Hazy! Yes, I'm looking at you do yours. You put your highlights on first or your...
Yeah, like I already put on my foundation, so now I'm about to use my concealer from Maybelline. That's also from Fit Me, the Fit Me collection. And I'm using Warm Honey. I always do like a shade lighter than my actual concealer that I would buy for my under eye, because that would be like the highlight of the makeup.
All right.
And I just blend it on out.
So I'm over here. Catch up, guys. So I use Fit Me too.
Yes.
And I use the warm coconut, which is
the same
thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I like to dab it all over and then kind of spread it out.
Just blend it
on. And with the foundation, I actually like to use the sponge. And I always put my finishing spray on it just so that way it sets better and I don't have to worry about it. Like, what's the word I'm looking for here? When your skin starts to get oily, it starts to run. That's not a good look at all.
I have oily skin, so I use try to use all matte type of products, because once your face look oily, you just look nasty.
Oh yeah. I tried to explain this to a guy one time. Like, I went and did a photo shoot, and they just didn't understand. I was like, no, like, I need to do this photo shoot because if my face starts to oil, like, these pictures are not gonna look the same.
It's
like, I'm like, you look fine. You look like you're glistening. Like,
no.
Excuse me?
I look like a grease ball. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the credit score.
Okay. Yeah. So we were actually on the savings part of it, right?
Yeah.
So here. Got my computer up. We're going to use this calculator. So let's say right now, right? I'll go in the middle. You buy a condo that's like $450. Your down payment is looking at least $22,500, right? $22,500. So the best thing to do is to kind of figure out, based on your income and your situation, meaning your bills, your social habits, and all of that jazz, how long it's going to take you to save up that money.
For me?
Not you specifically. I'm talking in general, right? Because most people like, where do I start? Start saving.
Yeah. Right. Just start taking money out your checks. Get a savings account. To open a savings account with Chase, you have to have $300 to open. But the only thing about Chase is that they don't give you no interest. Like, they don't give you something that can help you build your money. Like, so you're just putting money in there and it's just like saving. It's not.
Let me tell you. These banks, what they pay in interest, it ain't shit anyway, so you ain't missing. Right. But what I would say is look for like an online bank. Like, I use PurePoint Financial, their online bank, and there's no walk-in location. So it actually makes it easier if the money's there, because you got to be like, that. Like, I got to wait 3 days to take this money out. Am I really going to go through all of that in terms of wiring the money? So it's usually better, like, if you have one account that you just can't take money out just on a whim, like driving up to the bank, and then your everyday expenses, put that in like a local bank. Yeah.
All right, I'm about to do my setting powder. I'm beating you at this, Mindy. Like,
oh, I'm catching up because I'm ready up to my concealer.
Okay. I'll wait till you do your concealer and then I do my setting powder. So I don't know, are we still doing like drugstore products? Because Walmart is still open, and Walmart makeup section, it's like they have everything, like literally. Oh, yeah.
So we still keeping this simple, right? So
because we can't go nowhere.
When you run out of the good stuff and you gotta figure it out, right? So my concealer is actually the Pro Concealer by LA Girls. Yeah. And I'm using almond. I will say though, my eyes are not basic, because I was actually like, I'm gonna kind of simultaneously do basic and up looks. So my eyes are Kat Von D.
Oh yeah,
it's the Sage Quad palette. It's really good. I've had it for like 2 years. I don't even know if they still make it. And these palettes, I feel like they last a long time. I never used to be so into makeup. So it took me a while to get into it.
So I'm going to show y'all. This is $7 at CVS. Airspun. This is really good. I used to use this a lot. But I like fell in love with Rihanna setting powder, which is, this one is $18. I know. Look at the difference.
You know, you told me about that, and I meant to go and get it, but I didn't leave the house.
And they have a lot of these in Walmart and CVS. Like, you can get this out of your local drugstore for sure. But this you can't get right now because Sephora is closed. And this is like $18. This is the travel size one. I also have like the regular size one, which is like super big. Is this one. But that one is $30. And I don't think it makes sense. I don't even think it makes sense to even buy the $30 one because it's just bigger, but this still lasts you a long time. So if you want to spend $18 just to try it out, that's what I would do. But yeah. So I'm going to use this one, guys. I know I told y'all I was going to do drugstore, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So
okay, boom. So, but you know what? I will say this though, for people who want to buy condos, you might want to consider, like, and then it depends what your lifestyle is too. You might want to consider other types of properties that you can buy for the first time. How is this looking? Because my lighting is a little off.
No, you good.
Okay. Yeah. So consider your first property to be like a 2-family. While dealing with tenants and dealing with people can be quite challenging sometimes. But if your ultimate goal is to build wealth through real estate, then I would say go ahead and get a 2-family the first time, right? Yeah. And then the second purchase, you get your condo. So that way you have.
So is it easier to buy a house, like a 2-family house versus a condo?
It is, for this reason, right? So let's say you're like, well, I just want to live in a condo for now, but I do know that I want to get a 2-family. Yeah. It will be much harder for you to save money owning a condo first. Yeah. Because of the fact that all your money is going towards the property. Versus if you had a 2-family, you have income from the other unit coming in to help you pay for it. So that money, let's say, like the bank qualifies you based on your income. Yeah. And if they say, well, your income could support this type of property, then that extra money that you're getting from the tenant unit, save that money for the next down payment. And then the way the markets work, the properties always increase in value. So you're going to have money there that you could take out down the line to add to the money that you're getting from the tenant so that you could buy into something else.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I always thought it was easier to just get a condo versus then getting a house. But a lot of houses in New York is a lot of money. Like, I've seen houses that is like $1 million. And I'm like, who's buying $1 million house in New York?
So wait, so after I put my setting spray on and my highlight, what are we doing now?
Well, I gotta blend this out first. Well, I normally do, after my concealer, I normally do the setting powder just to set like under your eye. I didn't do too much because I don't want to waste my gush, you know. So I'm doing, after that, I do like my bronzer. I have so many steps until I get to like the setting spray.
See, I spray continuously because I feel like I just need my matte look to continue. And the setting spray that I use is actually good for the matte look. It's called Bear With Me.
But you could even set, like, if you could set once, it's fine. You don't have to, like, set so many times.
Okay.
For it to, like, stay. Like, once you set once, it should be good. And then, like, throughout the day, you could carry, like, a little travel size one. Like this one from MAC. Ooh, dope ball. There we go. From MAC, which is, like, this small. This used to be $10 in MAC. Now it's, like, $14. But it used to be, like, $10. So, yeah, you could do stuff like that. But then I do, like...
Hey, yeah, I'm so happy, DJ Blaze. People popping in.
Yeah.
Y'all watching the makeup and talking about real estate.
Right? Because there's a lot of things, especially me being 25. I start to think about like my future, like what I want to own and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like my mom, she always talk about she wants to own a house, but she don't want to buy it in New York because it's so much money. But I'm like, I love New York. I don't see myself living anywhere else other than New York. So I
Well,
always
I'll tell you this. Also, what you can do, like, I mean, if you're just like, I just want to be comfortable and I don't worry about nobody else, you can always start off with a condo and then sell it later and then upgrade. Nothing wrong with that either. It's really about like what you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah.
Gilla said she sees you in Cali.
In Cali? No. Oh, that means I gotta get my driver's license. Don't judge me. I don't have a driver's license. I'm from New York. I only got a bus pass and Uber fee.
That's okay.
I don't see myself.
I think that's a Generation Z thing, right? Cause
I don't see myself as a driver. Like, But I don't really see myself in Cali. Cali is like New York. I might as well just stay in New York. It's just better weather.
That's true. I went out there and didn't really feel too much different.
Yeah, but I always wanted to own a beach house as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I would own a beach house in like Miami or something.
Now, would you actually live in Miami, or would you like keep it as...
No, it would be like a summer thing, or like if I want to get away real quick and get some nice weather.
I would say Airbnb is picking up everywhere that's a destination for travel.
Yeah.
And that's another way you can invest in property too, like accumulate properties other places. You don't necessarily have to live in the place that you're buying the property for real estate to work for you. And that's what I tell people, like, it doesn't matter where you're looking to move. You can still give me a call. I'll give you advice, because at the end of the day, the process is still the same. And it's always a matter of what your end goal is and what your current situation is, and just trying to make those things line up, creating a plan.
Now I'm using a setting powder to set my whole face. Like, some people just do the foundation.
Oh, no, you've been setting for a while. I'm sitting here waiting for the stuff I have to say.
I told you, I took a minute. Now, not even if I had to do my eyebrows on live. That would have took forever. But I just, like, buff it out like this. This lighting kind of making me look ashy, but...
Hey, Charles. Look, Charles is a realtor from VA. He just joined us. Anybody looking to move down that way?
The South is too slow. I told you, I can't move nowhere other than New York. The South is too slow. I got my family, my mother's side of the family is from the South. And every time we go to North Carolina, I'm just like...
Yeah, but Virginia is right there. Well, I don't know how far he is from D.C., but D.C. is almost the pace of New York. Like, places where you could kind of get a New York place would be, D.C., Cali, Florida.
But D.C. is a little bit more affordable than New York, right?
No, I feel like it's the same. Charles is the Holloway experience. I met Charles when I first started real estate. Like, when I first started, I was working with Exit.
What made you want to start real estate?
Well, when I first thought about it, I was actually going to do it part-time. I was a manager at Verizon. So I was like, you know what? I'll get my real estate license and I'll make some extra money on the side. And then, like, I started studying for the course. And when I got the license, business seemed like it was coming really quickly. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get the hang of this, no problem. And actually, it was the real estate agent that I used when I first bought my house to rent out the property. It's like, oh, you know, you're in a sales industry and you have like good people skills, so you should consider doing it as a career. But I was in grad school at the time for a completely unrelated area. And so I wasn't even thinking about that until it was like, you know what? I'm about to be done with school. What's next?
Yeah.
So that's what it was. And I told you, all it takes is somebody pissing me off to be like, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. So
exactly.
So
especially
I just like went straight in full time. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we spend so much time at work, right? More time at work than at home. Like, I don't want you making me miserable. Like, that's just not where it's at. So a lot of things that the pros of real estate, you can make your own hours, but you gotta be very disciplined because it'd be very easy to do a lot of nothing. And you feel like you're busy. Like, they tell me I'd be fake working at home. But I'd be getting stuff done. They just don't know.
You be fake working, Mindy.
Look, you know what? Like, it's a people business, so you gotta talk all day.
Yes.
You could work from home or you could work in the office. I generally like to work in the office because of the all the flexibility angles that come with the business. Like, you need something that's gonna give you structure. Otherwise, you will like catch yourself doing a lot of nothing. And I'm pretty good at time management when I have structure. So, keyword is when I have structure, right? Because ever since we got like stuck inside, my schedule is just not in order no more.
Yeah. Getting stuck inside the house, definitely. You could be in chill zone forever and then be like, all right, I gotta do something. Because the first week we had to like quarantine, I was like, I need to do something. And I'm like, girl, make some YouTube videos, do something while you just sitting here.
Yeah, your videos look good. This is my first week in quarantine because they actually shut down the real estate offices on Sunday. Like, so they're like, all the brokerages have to be closed. Everybody has to work from home. And we weren't even showing for a whole week. So we just started showing again, I think like yesterday or day before the memorandum came out. Yeah. And I started making appointments today for clients. And agents texting me like, do you not know that we're banned from showing? I'm like, did you not know that they updated that?
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, we can show. But when you show a house in this situation, like, don't it gotta just be like a few people, like, okay.
So uncles, cousins, grandmas, no, they gotta stay home.
Right, it's just gotta be
just the people that's buying the house.
Yeah.
And then not only that, some of the houses, I would say maybe like 90% of them, people still live in it. So what I'm trying to do is figure out which ones don't have people in it, because people don't want to go out their house to let you in their house. Like, oh, what you doing? Like, you ain't got to be all up on me. I'm a professional. I'm licensed. If I steal something, call the state. But
if they don't trust you in their house, they shouldn't hire you.
Sorry?
I said if they don't trust you in their house, they shouldn't hire you.
Well, I mean, I'm coming in with the buyer, and then not only that, so because of the limitations on showings, their agent is not supposed to be there.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, what's their agent going to do? Like, the thing about selling, it's like you got to know what the person wants to sell them, right? Yeah. And the one thing I didn't like about the industry I was in before was like they would come up with all sorts of trainings and tactics for you to be able to convince people that they need something that I didn't really feel like they needed. And I can't sell something that I don't believe in or that I feel like that person really don't need. And a lot of people didn't need to buy that stuff at all, but you know, it's a job. So you kind of have to go with it or go away. And that's why I went away for real. Because I was like, I can't with y'all. But everybody always needs a house. So I'm cool with real estate. I just figured out, okay, what people need and how to make it work. And now I can sleep good at night. They like me. They didn't feel buyer's remorse.
Yeah, because when in 2018, my mom and I were looking for a new place. And the realtors that we was dealing with, girl, it was just like, y'all are so unprofessional. One realtor told me like, oh, you know, we want a family. I'm like, are we not a family? And she's like, no, you know, like a husband and wife.
You mean when you were renting?
Yeah, when I was renting, that's how they were acting. And they were like, oh, we want a family with like a husband and a wife and kids. And I'm like, what's the difference? Like, it doesn't make, like, it don't make any difference. You scared to rent to two single women? Like, girl, like, it was just a mess. And then all these realtor applications and stuff, it was a mess. I was like, I need to become a realtor because they just making money off these applications. Because it was like $100 per application sometime. And I'm like,
oh, and that changed too this year. So now that you can't charge that much for applications.
Okay,
so
good.
Yeah, so even like your background checks, and it's state by state. So what I realized with New York was they're like, oh, well, when you do background checks, it could only be $20 per person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They were charging us 50, 60, 100, like.
Yeah, they just make up whatever number they want. And, oh, look, Vlad just joined in. Hey, Vlad.
Hey, Vlad. All right, I think I'm about to just put on my lashes. This might take a minute.
Okay.
Let me do a quick promo. Hey.
So, you know, I was supposed to have your lashes, but I don't think the delivery person was out today because I don't see it open. UPS, the UPS store was open, but the delivery people, they weren't working.
They missed your house. It's okay.
Let me tell you guys. So we have this theory in my building right now that the delivery people, they try to beat the elevator door to close. So they ring the bell, you got a delivery. But by the time you come out, they're not there no more. You're like, so who dropped this package?
They always do that in my building too. They just be dropping it. They ring the bell mad hard, and then they drop it. But it's like, y'all doing too much.
Oh, and then I should say this too for people who are asking about condos. So if you can't afford a condo, right? Because condos actually sell a lot more than co-ops. But people like apartment style living. So apartment style living, you could do a co-op or you could do a condo. So
and what's the difference between? I know the difference, but for the people who don't know the difference.
So there's several differences. The main one in terms of the process is there's the look, I got special delivery.
Bria GlamStudio. Gilla don't got a case. I'm sorry, Gilla, but
it just popped up. Yeah. Now I don't.
What styles? She always get the dramatic styles.
And I'm a natural girl, so I don't even know how I feel about this right now, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe my
go-to eyelashes is these, the velour ones by Sephora. It's effortless, and it's called Would I Lie? And trust me, you gonna question like, am I lying about my eyelashes? Because they look so natural.
Yeah, I have a pair on the website that's natural, but they still have like a little bit of dramaticness to it. But I feel like with lashes, it depends on your eye, because lashes look different on everybody. Like on me, it might look decent, but on somebody else, it might look really dramatic. Because like I have two pairs that people like, which is Wings, which I'm about to put on, and Class Act. Those two are like, it's dramatic, but it's not like super dramatic. But when it's on certain people, they look really dramatic, and I'm like, it's your eye, I can't help it. Like everything looks different on people, so that's what people got to keep in mind too. Like everything look different.
Yeah. And then what I use, so I got this glue from the beauty supply store.
Yeah,
I don't even know if this is a real brand or not, but it's the one that I got.
Oh, the glue that I use, guys, is kind of ghetto.
Hey Chris. I'm trying to make sure I say hi to people that I know, but some of y'all got names and I'm like, I don't remember whose name is who. But yeah. Chris, when are you buying a house?
Right? Do you think it's gonna be hard to buy a house? You think it's gonna be hard to sell or buy a house after this whole situation?
Oh no. Let me tell you, people are still out here trying to buy. The problem now is like inventory is so low. And then the showings are low too because of all of that. So there's gonna be like those people. It's like, all right, I want out of New York. I had a buyer call me today. I gotta check up on him too. He's like, so about my contracts. I'm like, where you been? I've been calling you a week about your contracts. He's like, oh, I'm not in New York. Like, why? Where'd you go? Like, don't you work in New York? And he's an engineer, so I'm like, I'm pretty sure you had to like actually report to work. Like, you're important. He was like, this Corona thing is out of control. I had to. He was like, but I know the price is gonna fall, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign these contracts. I'm like, well, I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh,
maybe. So there's like a whole lot of things going on, right? And we ain't even finishing a topic because of this makeup conversation. But
I know.
But what's happening right now is the interest rates are going up. So as the interest rates go up, that means you can afford less house, right?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, the scarcity is still going to create a demand. So I feel like that's going to stabilize the prices.
Yeah.
And then when people go into contract now, whatever is closing now, that's what's going to dictate the price later on. So it's kind of like you got to just watch and see what happens and just take it like maybe like every 2 weeks at a time, just follow up and see what it is and play it by ear. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was going to be hard. I feel like a lot of other things might be hard. Or maybe not. Everything might just go back into normal. Hopefully.
Yeah, some industries are going to be hit really hard. I will say the one good thing, though, is making people realize, like, yeah, we got to kind of step this technology game up a little bit. I'm going to eat this apple because I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, too. I'm about to Uber eat after this. And yes,
Uber Eats.
Still Uber Eats. You can still Uber Eat.
You can. You going to eat that, though?
Yeah. Don't do that. Now I got to go cook again. I done cooked twice today. I'm tired of cooking.
You cooking too much. My first meal of the day, I had Ezekiel bread and peanut butter and a cup of coffee.
Oh my gosh! Then I had pancakes and bacon for breakfast.
Oh, girl, you eating good.
And then for lunch, I had a salad, but I, sauteed some shrimp.
That's what I'm having for dinner.
Yeah, but for dinner, I'm like, I'm about to Uber Eat. I'm glad you still wear regular glam lashes instead of having bat wing lashes on your lid. Yes. Yes. I don't like those lashes that be like, I don't like that.
What's the name of the lashes you wear?
So the ones that I have right now is wings.
Uh-huh.
These are my favorite ones. I love these. Hold on, let me just get that on there. So these are wings. See, they don't look that dramatic. Like, it's spacious, it's cute, it's not like crazy. But I do have some that's like crazy. Well, I don't feel like it's crazy. It's just thick, like the one that Gilla got. Those are really thick. But I definitely like to keep it because I'm natural, like simple. Not natural, but I'm simple. Not natural.
Well, let me see what she delivered here for me. I'm going to put this on. Now, let me ask you this. Do you have a preference in terms of the glue? Like, so there's the clear glue and then there's the black glue.
Okay, so my preference, I don't recommend anybody to do this because you do it at your own risk or whatever, but I use hair glue.
You see my face? I'm like, what is she about to say?
I use hair glue, and I've been using hair glue ever since I wore lashes, ever since I started wearing lashes because...
So now I'm thinking, I got a bottle of Got To Be glue. Like, should I try?
No, not the Got To Be glue. No, child. No. Not the Got To Be glue. Oh, no, not the Got To Be glue. The black hair glue. But don't use the hair glue. I'm not recommending that to you guys. I'm saying that's what I use. But the glue that I used to use was from Kiss, and I rather black glue because it just blends in with your eyelashes. But the clear glue, you have to wait for it to. Well, the white glue, you have to wait till it to dry and stuff like that. That's just too much.
And then put it on, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I like the black glue because I use black eyeliner, and
then
it's just gonna sit better
with the eyeliner. Exactly. That's what I do.
Let me tell you, these eyelashes is dramatic as hell. You see them?
Yeah. Look. Oh, they look good on you. They look good, but they are really dramatic.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But what's dramatic though is these prices right now. I'm telling you, I wish
on everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out. There needs to be like an algorithm for real estate. I'm gonna figure out the algorithm on how to invest out of state and just hold like a rental portfolio in other places. But it's like you gotta have money for stuff. I'm tired of people talking about. I want to buy a house for free. That don't do that, please, people.
In what world?
Exactly. It's like I know they have all these programs and grants and all this other stuff, but trust me, it ain't free. Somebody's paying for it and somebody's paying it back. So the best thing you can do for yourself is pay for what you want. That way you don't have no strings when you go close your eyes at night.
Exactly. Or have no type of stress. Nothing.
But if you want to just live in that house for like 10, 20 years, like I said, there's different strokes for different folks. So some of those programs, they work for people. But me, I don't live nowhere for more than 2 years at a time. So
really?
I can't have nobody telling me, oh, you can't do this. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Because if I decide I just want to move to D.C. and I want to rent out my property, I don't want nobody telling me, oh, no, you got to stay here for 5 years. No, you're not.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, they look really good on you, Mindy. Yes.
Thank you.
Gilla said Libra is her favorite. Yes, Libra is Gilla's favorite. She's always buying Libras. Such a good friend.
I'm like, am I putting this on right though? I feel like
you did good. This is not your first time putting on lashes.
No, it's my first time putting these ones on though.
Yes, a good best friend. Sorry, she gotta correct me.
You know what? She always corrects us.
Right.
Oh my god, but I got glue on my.
Don't worry, that happens. Just try to get it before it dry.
Let me ask you something though. You don't think that it's better to put these lashes on before you do your foundation?
No, because you're gonna get foundation all on your lashes.
That's like people who get fluoro over their clothes when they eat.
I put foundation on my eyelid. No, I literally put foundation and stuff on my eyelids. So if you want to, you can. But I don't like that my eyelid don't be matching the rest of my face. So I normally just put my lashes on last out of everything.
Okay.
But they look good, yes, girl.
But I have something black going on.
Yeah, it's like a little dot right there. Just clean it before it dries fully. I'm trying to get my lip gloss. I have so many for Christmas. My aunt, she bought me all these Nick lip gloss. It's like 20 of them in a pack. And I'm like, girl, too many options.
I'm about to get me a babe tonight.
Right? Quarantine babe. Let's get into that topic. What is this virtual dating app like? Well, virtual dating.
People, you ain't got a bae at home, right? Because, you know, some people, they trapped indoors with somebody.
Right.
And I would say something, but I don't want to, like, you know, get myself into trouble right now. But
I'm just going to listen. I'm
at home with my family. I ain't got no military bae over here with me today. Right. But some people like, dang, like, you know, I wish I had, like, a boo thing. Because it's technically still cuffing season, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
not
like
cuffing.
June.
But why we gotta put cuffing season for the fall? Like, we can't cuff in the summertime either?
It's too hot to cuddle. Look, if you broke, it's too hot to cuddle. You need some AC.
Right, because trust me, I got AC. It's not too hot to cuddle over here. I don't want no excuses. So I might be
paranoid, but I feel like I'm seeing my eyeshadow underneath this. Or there's a line there.
Where? Yeah.
Is that a crease?
Yeah, a little bit. There you go. They look good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people will be afraid to wear Libra because my phone is.
We gotta talk about buying property with other people, right? I'm telling you, there's so many topics we gotta talk about. Because I love the people who are like, you know what? Let's build an empire together. Let's put our finances together. But you know what? When shit hit the fan and you need to split that equity, it's gonna be sheer problems, right? So make sure that you consult an attorney if you're gonna buy property with someone that is like a family member or an unmarried spouse, because that could get a little tricky. You want to make sure that you got stuff in place, and depending on who you are, like let's say you were me, who's out here building an empire, we get married, we sign a prenups, because you're not taking what I work for. Sorry.
Period.
Yep.
I don't know. I would definitely probably sign a prenup too. I like this lip gloss. This is the butter gloss. But I would sign a prenup.
Which one do you have?
What shade is this? This is Tiramisu.
Tiramisu?
Tiramisu. There we go.
Girl, you never had tiramisu?
No, I told you my aunt just bought me a whole thing of lip glosses.
You need to Google it, right? Because they start naming stuff after stuff, right? So I have the same lip gloss, but this one is called Fortune Cookie.
Okay.
The one that you have is also a dessert. So I guess this the Chinese dessert after dinner. But tiramisu is so good. It is lady fingers with mascarpone cheese. And God, I'm gonna just go ahead and put my lip gloss over this. I'm not taking off these lips to do them over.
Yeah, no, you look
But mascarpone cheese, and then you have cocoa powder, and usually like soak the lady fingers in alcohol. So like a Kahlua or something. It's so good.
I gotta try that.
I'm a sweet person.
I love to eat, so I'm open to trying certain things. Not everything, certain things. But I like this. This is cute.
Yeah, if you don't mind coffee and you like desserts, you would like tiramisu.
Yeah, I love
alcohol, all in one.
All right, I'm finished with my makeup look. This is like my everyday. Oh, we were supposed to be going out, but if I was going out,
it's not fair. Going out.
If I was going out, I would still be doing this, but I would just like add some highlight.
I mean, you could go ahead and add the highlight.
Yeah, you know, just a little.
So we were transitioning from the work look to the night look.
Right. So just add some highlight. I also have this
Wait, which highlight do you have from Naked?
Lit. Cause it's
Yeah.
lit. Oh, so
That's
we got a lot in common, Mindy. Okay. Yes. I love this. This is the only highlight that I've really been using since like I started using highlight. Like I never even try to buy other highlights because I'm like, this one is just so good and it lasts forever. Look, I had this for like 5 years probably.
And
Not
this
even
is probably
tracking.
2 years.
Yeah, exactly. And it lasts forever. But see, look, the highlight is a little thing, but I have this eyeshadow from MAC called Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so pretty. Like, look at that.
Oh, the glimmer.
So, like, I just be putting it on as a highlight, too.
Yeah. So I show you guys, like, sometimes, like, real estate is hard work. Don't let nobody tell you. People are like, oh, you know, all the real estate agents do is show the house and then they get paid. No, there's so much to do. And then when you're juggling, like, multiple transactions, multiple clients,
Yeah.
topics for another day, right? So I use this palette right here, but the good thing is because it's, like, a kind of natural look, but this sage green right here, though, it gives it, like, that nice little color pop.
Yeah, that's a nice color.
Yeah, and so, you know, people, like, do the smoky eye, so it's kind of smoky, but not really.
Yeah, you look like you ready to go out. We gotta go out. Look, we gonna break rules and just find somewhere. We gotta find somewhere.
So then the other thing I realized, right, I'm adding more color here.
Okay.
These things, right, so what they did was
more lip gloss.
they actually put on the back of it how to add the makeup to it. And when I first got the palette, I used to do it that way. But it used to make my face look really dark, and then I'd always have to wipe it out, start all over.
Yeah.
So I found this other video where it was like, instead of doing a base, just like work backwards, which is what I do with all the rest of my eyeshadow. So I don't know why I listen to this. Sometimes it don't make sense. So let's, like, you know how they say, like, some people, like, they cook differently.
Yeah.
Not everybody sees the same.
I'm not an eyeshadow girl. Like, when I first started doing makeup, I was trying to get into eyeshadow, but eyeshadow is, like, really hard to perfect. You don't want to be out here looking crazy. And it just takes too much time. Like, I don't like eyeshadow that much.
But I like the colors. You know why? Because everything in life, people tell me it's not, but it is. It's black and white. So when you do this, like, this is the one place that you can add color, because your face complexion, you're born with that, and you kind of just change your look, and based on the colors you look, like, you can brighten up your personality.
Yeah.
People like, why do you wear makeup to your living room, or why do you wear makeup and you work for yourself? You don't have to. It's like, I'm informing my face that I need to have a certain mood. So when I deal with my clients, like, I want them to know that I'm actually, like, excited to deal with them and be with them. Like, so it's like, yeah, like, you see it on my face, like, yes, I came to work and I came to slay and I'm put together. I came to be about my shit.
I hate when people be like, oh, like, why you wear makeup? You don't need to wear makeup. It's like, I don't want to wear makeup. Leave me alone.
Hey, like, Joelle, Larissa. Oh, Larissa works in my office too, guys. Yeah. And Joelle, he just bought a house. I gave him some advice. I'm so happy everybody's popping in.
Right? We got a lot of people.
Oh, I've been telling them, like, y'all better
lock. I know. We got a lot of people. We've been up here for an hour already, and we got a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I feel like doing this is going to, like, keep getting bigger, and people are going to actually log on and participate, because people have so many questions. If you don't do real estate every day, you're never going to learn everything. And rules change all the time. Case in point, the agent that asked me if I didn't know that we were banned from showing. No, sir, you didn't know that. Yesterday, they changed that rule.
Right. And also, I feel like people, like, you know how people try to pick a career because they think it's, like, easy to get into and stuff like that. So I think it's very good that you telling people, like, yo, this is not easy. It's not just showing a house and selling the house. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens on the back end that a lot of people don't know. And even like having questions about buying a house, like even your advice about getting a 2-family house and investing your money, that was good advice, because I was like, I'm gonna buy me a condo, like, I don't want no house. But now that I think about it, I'm like, all right, so me and my family should invest into like a 2-3 family house, and then when one of us move, we could sell that, we could rent that unit out, and that's still income for the entire family.
Because you know what, the one thing about this society is, and this is keynote for our people, no offense to nobody else that's not of the color spectrum, But they don't teach us how to accumulate generational wealth, right? So we have these cycles where everybody's renting because that's the cheap thing, that's the comfortable thing to do. Exactly. And it's like, it is a struggle to build something. Like, people who have it good now, that's because their grandparent, great-grandparent had to, like, slave way back then to build their empire. But now it's like, you know what? We make a lot more money as, like, in this generation between the millennials and Gen Z, but our expenses are a lot higher too. So we kind of have to, like, be a little smarter and pull together on how to, like, use that money in a way where the next generation behind us can get a step ahead.
Exactly. Just bring my life.
It was that first investment that I did, that first 2-family I bought, that's what got me my condo. And then that right now is like, okay, you know, we're pulling different things to kind of build from that. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have been able to sustain a business on income that's not even, like, consistent. Like, most people go to work and they get paid every 2 weeks. I get paid when a deal closes. Sometimes I might have one deal this month, no deals next month, 2 deals 1 month, no deals for 2 months. It's like...
And how do you deal with that? Like, do you not get overwhelmed? Do you be like, oh my God, like, I need to do something else?
I think I'm past that point. Like, when I first started my business, which was in 2018, like, the first couple months, I was like, you sure you're doing the right thing? And I actually was applying. I actually was applying for other jobs. But then it's like, you're in your head. But if you know that you're doing the business the way the business is supposed to be done, like, that's the other thing. Some self-employed people, they're like, oh, flexible schedule, I can work from home, and they don't do what they're supposed to. But if you treat your business like a business, it will pay you down the line, right? And understand that when you get to certain levels, like, you're going to go up, and then you're going to have to go down one scale for you to go back up to and progress. So it is very trying. And then when the income is like that, it's like, okay, when you get a lot of money in the bank, save and budget. Yeah. Because then that money has to kind of stretch. So when I say, like, okay, like, I still have my condo that's rented out right now, like, it's a little dry. Hopefully ain't nothing wrong with it. I checked on them. They said they good. So my rent money for the condo.
Right, like, you still sending that rent check on the first, right?
But that's what holds me through. It's like the passive income. When stuff is dry on the business end, I still have, like, the income coming in from the passive end, right? So, and then it's just balancing out. And it don't last forever. Like, your business is going to pick up as long as you keep investing, keep marketing yourself, keep telling people that's what you're doing. Like, some people, like, they want to force a deal to happen, and it's just like, that's not for that person. Like, don't spend time on the person that doesn't really want your service. The time you spend on the person that doesn't want your service, you could be talking to the person that actually does want your service.
Right. I like the advice, I feel like I'm learning so much on this live. For real. Like, I'm happy we did this because I learned a lot. Especially, like, for people who's, like, in my age group who's, like, thinking about their future all of a sudden. You know, when you hit 25, you're thinking about your house, you're thinking about your husband and your kids. Yeah. But it's very important to invest in yourself, especially, like, the advice with the business. I definitely need that because my business makes 1 year on April 1st.
Oh, congratulations. Shall I just see you log in too, and Crystal?
Yes. Yes, Crystal, that's my best friend. Hey, girl.
And it's Berto.
And then you got Steven. Okay.
Yeah.
But
tell Castro needs to do a live with me one day too.
Yes.
Yeah, because DJ Castro, he actually works for the company that I used to work for, and he be out here hustling. He's a realtor out in Brooklyn, so we get the guy perspective one day while I'm doing the female perspective on doing real estate. He does investments and all that, so he could definitely add to the conversation, right, Castro? And he's a DJ.
Yep. So you gotta have multiple streams of income, especially living in New York. You gotta have multiple streams of income living in New York because, it's expensive.
Yeah. So Alfonso, just to catch you up to speed, because you're a guy, we're talking about real estate and doing makeup, and she has some questions, and other people have questions, so we just out here giving advice on beauty tips and real estate. Fine.
I'm getting hungry, Mindy.
Yeah. How long we been on here? You know this thing automatically kicks you off after an hour? Because I did this on Wednesday, and it was like, your time is up. Really?
Really? Oh, well, we got to hit the hour just now.
And I was like, I don't know if it's better for them to kick me off, because I seen some of these DJs out here playing, talking about, ooh, hold on, I hear sirens. I think the police trying to shut me down. In your house?
Well, let's end it now before they kick us off, because we about to hit an hour and 2 minutes now.
All right.
This was fun. I hope we do it again. Your advice was great.
So guys, tune in. Every week we're gonna cover a different topic and different beauty tips. So this week, since this was the first week, we were keeping it stupid simple, from simple looks. Well, my look was already done, so it was simple foundation today. But simple looks and Q&A. So if you have questions, DM us, and we will put that on the next session to come. And I'm going to be doing a whole YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to stick to this. And then I'm going to upload a YouTube channel. I was trying to do the YouTube live in conjunction to this. And they were like, you got to wait 24 hours. It was like, oh, so I probably should have did this like the last time I did it. But I thought it was already set up.
Yeah.
Learning curve.
YouTube, right. YouTube. Make sure y'all follow me on YouTube or subscribe to me on YouTube. If y'all don't already, the link is in my description, my bio. I'm hungry.
So what's the other one? Glam. What's your other GlamStudio?
Oh, so my eyelash company is Bria GlamStudio. So make sure you guys follow that and shop. We're gonna be reopening the website on April 1st because that's our 1-year anniversary, and I don't want to miss my 1-year anniversary because of Corona. Okay.
Yeah, don't do that.
No. So we're gonna celebrate, and we're gonna open the website back up on April 1st.
Okay, great. So people get their lashes. So you get these lashes. These is Bria's.
And yeah, she got a Libra. And I have a ring. Yes.
Coronavirus. Gilla, shut up.
Coronavirus messing up everything.
Oh, but it was so fun. My handle is A Moment with Mindy. My name is Mindy Skelly. And my business profile is One Oak RE Hub. So you catch me on either one.
Exactly. Catch her. She's the baddest agent out there.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Catch you next week. Latest.